Hello, come on, let's get some dinner then. Good girl. Sit. Go on in. Good girl. Morning, ladies. Come on, let's get you some dinner. What a beautiful day. Hi everyone, it's Paul from Denbee Honey. Today we're going to be going checking them hives again. It's been a week already, I can't believe how quick time flies by. But first I have to get my jobs done. Probably most of you know by now if you've watched the videos, we live on a small holding. So bees are my passion, but we do have other mouths to feed and stuff like that. So what I've decided to do this year to try and get all the jobs done around the small holding in the week, and on latest on a Friday. Then it gives me all day Saturday, weather permitting, to sort our bees out. Last year when we started doing a little bit more beekeeping more seriously, I struggled fitting it all in my time, to be honest, and sometimes it was getting a little bit on top of me. Well, this year we've got considerably more hives to take care of, so I've got to really organise my time better this year. So let's crack on. We're going to go and have a look at the hives up the wood apiaries, see if the nuke we've got up there is going to put them in a full-size hive. I wasn't happy with them last week. They weren't strong enough to move, so I've fed them syrup 1-to-1. We're going to have a look now, see what the difference is. Hopefully we can move them into a bigger home. But it's not the end of the world if we can't. Never rush the bees, they'll tell you when they're ready. And also we're going to look at the double brood, see if they've drew out any of that frame. And we're going to check another hive as well, because if you remember I put supers on, we're going to check the supers. I'm going to take more supers up with me today and put more supers on the hives, because I've got a suspicion they'd have filled or started filling them other ones, and they need loads of room. So let's crack on. Right, we're up the bluebell apiary. We're going to light the smoker, and I bought these new wood smoke burners, pellets, smoker pellets. The lavender, I got them from Gwynedd Griffith actually. Top marks, Griff, for your service as well, by the way. I ordered them on Thursday and they were here Friday. You can't get a better service than that. Anyway, I tested them last night, well, yesterday afternoon, and absolutely fantastic. They burnt for ages, and they're only a small handful. So we're going to try them today. And the smoke was lovely and cool as well. So what you do, couple of handfuls in. Smells absolutely beautiful. And what I'll do is put a bit of grass in a minute, just to cool, just as a safety measure to cool them. And you just got to keep puff for a bit now, just to get them lit up. And that's it. Once you get it going like that, put a bit of grass in the top just to make sure the flames are nice and cool, and the job's a good one. Look at this one first. This is Hive number 3. This one was absolutely ravaged by wasps end of last year. It was at the outside of our house, so I moved it up here to try and give them a bit of a break. And to tell you the truth, I was a little bit worried about it, but they look like they're doing all right. And what I did last week, put a bit of syrup into them, just give them a bit of a hand. So we'll have a look today and see how they're doing. Well, all the syrup's gone, so that's a good sign. And hopefully they're drawing out plenty of combs, because there was a few empty combs in there, and put a bit of smoke just to let them know we're coming in. That's it. And we'll have a look, see what's going on in the inside when we take the lid off. And we'll take that feeder off for a minute. Actually, I won't. I'll put it back on. We'll lift the lid off, but you've got to be careful because there's some bees underneath there. And we'll put that down on the upturned roof. Now we're going to have a little look in here. There's still loads of room in here, but I just want to have a quick look to see if the queen's all right and if she's laying. If I find eggs in here straight away, I'm going to shut it straight up, no problem. No problem at all. So we'll lift this frame here and we'll have a look. Just take that one off, nothing on there. It's all been cleaned out though. Oh, there's some nectar in it. That's a good sign. A little bit of nectar in there. Now last week, I've got the same problem today as well. Daniel decided to stay another week in Ireland, so I'm going to have to try and do all the video myself. The problem is, it's quite difficult to... I had a couple of comments at work from some of the lads who watch my YouTube when I said, oh, here's the queen, and I was quickly flashing it in and out. Well, I had to, because I'm frightened that she'd drop off, and then, you know, then you're in a big load of trouble. So the same will be today. If I find her, I won't bother showing you. But next week, Daniel will be back, and we'll get some nice zoom up shots of queens and stuff. This hive is heavy. Sorry, frame. Nice, lot of food in there. Dead calm. Bees are lovely and calm. Yeah, loads of room. Pollen's in there. Lovely and calm, these bees are. Let's just hope there's a queen in here. Or at least eggs. Some brood there, yeah. Yeah. Some brood. We will have a quick look through though, just to see if we can find her. Be nice if we can. But these won't need a super on. Oh, that frame, that's it. I remember this frame now. It's a bit wobbly. There's plenty of brood on there though. I should mark that really. I'll put a note about that in my book. Yeah, there she is. She's drone brood in there as well. That's interesting. Some drone brood in there. There's the queen. She's on there. I don't know if I can... Can you see her there? Just there, look. There she is, wobbling around. So there's a lot of drone brood as well. This weather we've had this last week is crazy, man. It's beautiful. Yeah, there's loads of cat brood in here as well. This is going to explode soon. What I mean is it'll do really well, but it's not ready for a super yet. So we're just going to put all the frames back together and let them carry on. Plenty of room. I might put that one there, actually, in between the two. Just there. Drop him in there. That's been all polished out nicely for her to lay some eggs. So that's good. Good sign there. Well done, girls. I'm really happy with that. Plenty of brood and eggs. So that's it. Okay, on to the next one. This is the only nuke we've got at the moment. So we're going to have a look in this. Now I'm going to have to make a little bit of a decision on this one today. I want to put it in a bigger hive. Last week it was a bit small, so I gave them a bit of syrup. Try and just give them that edge. Try and help them build. So we'll have a look today, and if there's enough room in it, if there's not much room left in this now, these are going in the hive next to it. I've got an empty one. All the syrup's gone on this one. I'll tell you the problem with these Abello nukes. The frames stick to the top of the lid and make it a bit of a nightmare to open. And sometimes you're not careful, it lifts the lid up. It lifts the frames up, I mean. Here, look. Right. So you see these now. What we have to do is be very careful that the queen's not in the lid. If she's in the lid, we're in trouble. She's not there. Okay. That's great. And she won't be in there either. But we will put it like that, just in case. Okay, let's just smoke these a minute. And then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do with them. Right. So I'm going to put the lid back on because I don't want them to get too excited yet. So what we're going to do with these is put that on like that for a minute. What a touch you. So what we're going to do with these, we've got a big nuke, a big hive right next to them with nothing in. It's got frames, wax foundation. What we're going to do now, we're going to transfer that one into that one. Right, so what we have to do, we're going to have to put the empty hive in that position and then slide that to one side, then transfer it all into the new hive. It's got to be in the same position as the old ones, because if the bees that are out, when they come back home, they'll get a bit mixed up and they won't know where their home is. So that hive, the bigger hive, has got to go in exactly the same place as that hive. So what we're going to do then, we're going to drop this hive down, out of the way for a minute, like that. Oh, that's nice and heavy as well. Just for a minute, then we're going to slide this one over, like that. We're going to take the old nuke, the small nuke, and put it in that position just for a minute, like that. And then what we're going to do then, we're going to transfer one into the other. Hopefully, we'll find the queen as well, hopefully. So all these bees will be coming back now saying, oh, what's going on? So as you can see, I've got too many frames in this because they're all full. So we take 6 out and we leave 6 in, okay, because this is a 12 frame. Okay, so we took 6 out, we put 3 each side, and then we're going to drop the Nuke into here. Here we go. Bit of smoke when I take the lid off. You're better off really, if you can, standing behind. So I think that's what I'll do. It's just that I'm left-handed and it's a bit more difficult. Okay, bit of smoke, just to let them know we're coming in. And now this is where we start transferring it. So what I'm going to do, look, is lift this one. You've got to be very gentle as well, because very, very slowly we're going to put these into here. Okay, that's one. All the time we'll have a little look, see if we can see the queen. Some lovely brood in there. That's nice. That's lovely, that is. Very gently. There we go. Ooh, that's heavy. All the time. Look at all that brood. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, they're ready for some room. Nice and steady. Wow. She's laying up lovely. There she is. Can you see her there? I said I weren't going to do this, but I'm going to try. Can you see her? There, look. There she is. Right. Now I know she's in the box, I'm quite happy, because I can very gently she's in there now. That's good. That's a good thing. And then what we're going to do then is gently, well, sort of, it's hard to say gently, but you just tap the bees in. Like that. They'll fly around a bit, they get a bit upset because you've just basically gently as you just knock them in. That's great, great stuff. And then what we do, we put them 6 frames in there for storage. I'm going to put the queen excluder on. You don't have to at this stage, but I will do. Yeah, put that on. A bit of wax just on the top there, so just going to scrape that off for a start. Smoke them a bit. Windy today. I'll drop that on now. It should fit on a bit better now. That's it. You put the crown board back on, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a load of syrup in there. That will help them draw out them frames. So that's it, that's that procedure done. So do you get what we did? So basically what we've done, we've took them out of the Nuke, which is there, look, now empty, put them in there, and we've put frames of foundation either side, put some syrup in there to help them draw out them frames, and that's it, they're in their new home ready to go. Job done, pleased with that. This is another thing that you have to do as well, or it's a good habit in getting into. We take notes, so every hive, we take notes on it. Right, we're on to the double brood one now. I've just done the other ones in the apiary. You don't need to see all of them, it gets a bit boring. It's the same thing, the same inspection really. I'll show you if there's anything unusual happening on that, but I've wanted to show you this one because this is the one we put the double brood on. So I'm hoping that they've drew out the comb in this top box now, so we'll have a look, and if they have, I'll show you. I mean, the weather, I mean, this last couple of weeks, this has been amazing, isn't it? I think it's going to be nice next week as well. I get me tool. So I've put another super on. The hive I've just looked at, because it was ramming on the top, and they're filling it. So I've put another one on, in anticipation, they say. Hoping that when we get a proper flow on, which will be soon, because when you look round, the blackthorn and dandelions are all out now. They're coming out. This weather has just brought them out, brought everything out. Really good compared to last year. Yes, last year was awful. Let's have a look then. Okay, so remember what we have to do here, because we've got no queen excluder on this, because it's a double brood. The queen can be absolutely anywhere, and a lot of the times, believe it or not, she's always on the roof. And you look underneath and you spot her. So let's have a look in here. Let's have a look, see if they're drawing anything out yet. I suspect they are, to be honest. Let's have a look. Remember 2 weeks ago, this was plain foundation. No honeycomb at all. Okay, so that one is how you put them in. Okay, they've not drew that one out yet, but what they do, they tend to draw out in the middle first, then work the way out because it's a nest. So if you look at the one next to it, there you go. You see, the girls have started drawing that one out, and actually, so if I show you that one, you see the comb on there? So they've done a cracking job on this actually. Let's have a look. Yeah, and this one, look. So that's brilliant. So they drew all that out for the queen to start laying her eggs in. Done a top job with that. I'm impressed. There's actually a drone there as well, so I could do with Daniel here really, but that's a drone bee. Look, see the difference in the size? Them drone bees can't sting you either. They do absolutely nothing other than mate with the queen if needed to. But they eat the food and they do absolutely nothing. So all the other females do that. My wife would say that that's a typical man. I'll let you decide what you think about that. So we'll have a look. You've got to be careful, remember, she could be up here, and she's been up here because there's eggs in these. There's eggs in these as well. The eggs look like little grains of rice, by the way. And I struggle to see them now because my eyesight's crap. Yeah, there's eggs in there. I have to wear my glasses on under this veil. It's a pain. She's laid up. Wow. I don't know where she is. I don't know if she's downstairs. We'll have a look in a minute. But it's like I said before, as long as you're seeing eggs, that means she's been here in the last 3 days. So she's in here somewhere, running around. I'm not that bothered if I find her or not. It's always nice. It's always a bonus if you find her. We'll have a look in the bottom box while I'm doing this. And then what I'm going to do after I've done this one, I'm just going to go down to the Grove Prix and check them out. And if I find anything interesting, I'll video it. If not, we'll just do a summary up. Some will put the end of what we've done today. All right. I'm just going to split that. We'll have a look downstairs. Now, what you can do, Lawrence answered my question last night. I had a live chat. If you ain't been on the live chat, you want to. Black Mountain Honey. It's every other Friday now at 7:30, I think it is. And you can ask him any questions you wanted. And I've just asked him about what's the best way of inspecting a double brood. He says a lot of the commercial bee farmers, all they do, because it saves time, so they'll lift the hive like that and look underneath. And you can generally, if there's any queen cells, you'll see them hanging down. Well, I've just done that, and it didn't look like there was any. This is where all the business is, in here. And this was that one last week. It was difficult to get the frame out. So we'll have another go. They're very calm bees, lovely actually. That's good when they're calm like that. That is absolutely ramming with pollen. See the pollen there? Beautiful, lovely colour. Absolutely gorgeous. I think what we'll do, we'll put that on me frame rest. Here's my frame rest. Look, quite a good bit of kit actually, that. And then we'll have a look a bit deeper into the hive. Very gently. Good bit. Well, when I say good bee, because I shouldn't say that really, but some of the old experienced beekeepers, they don't wear gloves. They just go straight in, no gloves. If you see here, you probably can't see it. There's a baby bee. Oh, she's just come out. Just hatched out of her cell. Sorry about that. I was too slow. But she's just come out of the cell. And when they come out, they're all furry. These are lovely, these are. They're all furry. Straight out, and then she'll start doing her jobs. These are lovely and calm. Put a bit of smoke, just to turn them down the frame a little bit. Tell you what, them lavender smoker pellets are brilliant. I was forever worrying about the smoker going out, but now no need. This is all hatching. A lot of bees are hatching out of this. That's some old brood. Beautiful. Brood in all stages. We've drew out all that comb. Couldn't go any better really. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. These frames are full of brood. Brilliant. I could pinch a couple of these frames actually. I probably will do next week and stick them into that new hive. Wow. I've seen enough of that. Actually, you know what? We'll have a look. We might as well have a look through them all now, really. Have a little quick look. See if we can find her. Here she is. Haha, got her. This is she's let me see if I can show you. See her there, look. BS honeybee she is. Doing a cracking job. Oh wow, we'll put her back in. That's all I'm going to do now. I'm going to put her back in and then I'll leave her. She's got loads of room. She'll be upstairs as well, and then I'm just going to leave them. Try and get them down a bit. That's it. Get them down on into the hive. Okay. I think if this struggles to get in again, oh no, we're all right this time. But I think what I'm going to do, you can buy what's called a dummy board, and it's basically it's a frame, but it's thinner, and it's just a solid board, and you put it in, the bees won't build anything on it, and you can put it in, and then when you first start your inspections, you pull it out, put it to one side, and then that gives you the room. Because what tends to happen when these are tight like this, you pull the frame out like that and it rolls the bees. And you know, if the queen was on there, you'd roll her out, she could go on the floor, you could squish her. So you've got to be so careful. So I might get myself some. I've been on Griff's website this morning, he sells them. He sells thorns ones. He sells them cheaper than thorns. Well, that one out, but I shall get stuff off him, I think. Brilliant. Okay, so that's that inspection done now. I'm really happy with that. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put a little drop more syrup in there, just to help them out a bit. Only a bit. Just a wee bit. Right, like I said earlier, that's it for up here, this apiary. I'm going to shoot round to the other one, do some inspections, and then I'll come back. If there's nothing exciting, I'll just do a summary when we get back. I know I said I wasn't going to film up here, but the weather today is beautiful. And I just pulled up to see my bees, and look at them. I think there's a flow on here. These ones, that second one from your left as you're watching it, they're going in and out like absolutely crazy. So we'll have a look at that, and we'll see. But if like I said, if I find anything nice to show you, I'll show you. But this is what beekeeping is all about. You're outside, especially on a day like today. You're outside, you can chill out. I'll spend hours up here just sitting watching. I could sit here all afternoon if I could, just watching them come in and out. These are going crazy. These are all going to have another super on, I think, once we get in and have a look at them. But I just wanted to share this moment with you all. In the English countryside, a man and his bees and the sun. Okay, let's crack on. Wow, what a day we've had today. Really enjoyed it today. A lot better than any time last year. I've got more experience now. I feel a lot more confident. And when anything happens, I've got more knowledge now in the old head to try and sort any problems out. So we really enjoyed it. Couple of little surprises that when we got stuck into the hives. One of them looked like it was going to swarm, to tell you the truth. They looked like swarm cells. They looked, if I'm honest with you, like they've got eggs in them, a couple of the cells in this one hive. She's an old queen. I'm going to replace her this year anyway. She's a mongrel queen actually, a local queen, and she's in like a third year or something like that. So yeah, I've got to keep my eye on that. I've given them the benefit of the doubt. I knocked them down, and I've put another super on as well. But in my past experience, I think they will swarm, which ain't a problem anymore. But you know, last year I'd have been panicking by now, but it's all right, no problem at all. And then one final one is the very last hive that I inspected in the Grove apiary. Last time I went through it, I couldn't find the queen, and now I know why. Because all my queens are marked, and when I found her in the end, it was an unmarked queen. Now I know sometimes the little discs that they glue on them can come off, but I've got a feeling she's been superseded. I've got a feeling, back end of last year maybe, that she's a nice queen. The temperament of the hive is a bit questionable, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that one. But everything else was pretty standard, all good. The smoker with them new lavender wood pellets in, absolute game changer. I don't know why I've never tried it before, you know. I've been up there today. Well, I've been up there, what time is it now? About 4 hours. And I put 2 handfuls in when I started off, and I'd put another small handful in, and it's been brilliant all the way through, and it's still going now. Just emptied it out into my metal container that I use. So yeah, so I'd definitely give the old the wood smoke pellets a try. I really would. I know it's another expense, but in my opinion, well worth it. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed what you've been watching today. Don't forget, please like the video, and if you haven't already, can you subscribe? We'll catch you later next week. Oh, by the way, my lad will be back from Ireland next week, so we should get some better close-ups of the queens and cells and stuff like that. Many thanks. Catch you later.